Now page number 177. Now personal and community. Personal and community, both the issues, they affect our health. Personal means it comes under personal hygiene. And community, it comes under community hygiene. Now personal hygiene means every day we should take a bath. Every day we should wake up at morning at 5 o'clock. We should go for exercise. We should keep our body clean. We shouldn't go in the polluted areas. These are all the matters which relate to personal hygiene. And community hygiene means where you are staying. In which locality are you staying? In which society are you staying? Is that area clean or is it full of dirt? This comes under community hygiene. Now both personal and community, they affect our health. So if you are staying in a community where there are more mosquitoes, so everywhere there are mosquitoes, so are you safe? You are not safe. Because if the mosquitoes bite you, you are going to suffer from various diseases which are caused by mosquitoes. If in your locality the water is not of good quality, if the water contains some germs or anything, then you will start suffering from waterborne disease. For example, jaundice, cholera, you will start suffering from these types of disease. So both these things, they are the aspects for your health. So human beings in societies, our social environment therefore is an important factor in our individual health. And we live in villages, towns or cities. In such places, even our physical environment is decided by our social environment. Wherever you stay, either you stay in the village, either you stay in the locality, either you stay in the mohallas or in big cities, the environment of that city, of that particular place, it affects on your health. If you are living in a very eco-friendly area, then you are at good health. But if you are living in polluted areas where it is dirt and everything, then your health is at risk. So consider what would happen if no agency is ensuring that garbage is collected and disposed. Just take an example that you are staying in a particular village. That village is not having proper sanitation and proper maintenance and proper way of collecting the garbage. When we are staying in a house, everywhere there is garbage. Every day we sweep our houses and the garbage is collected. When food is prepared, garbage is collected. So this garbage, it has to be disposed of. We have to throw it somewhere. So if we are going to throw the garbage on the road, what will happen?
It will be bad for our environment.
It will be bad for our environment. Means if you are traveling by the road and if you find that there are dips, there are garbage, a lot of garbage on the roads, and if it is green garbage, then it will start stinking, it will start smelling, everywhere bad odor will start coming out and your health will be at risk. Because you are going to breathe inside, whatever the germs are going to be formed, and when you are passing by and if you are going to breathe, all these germs will surely enter your nose and you will fall sick. So proper care should be taken that whatever the garbage is produced in the houses, it should be collected properly and it should be disposed of properly. Now, what would happen if no one takes responsibility for clearing the drains and ensuring that water does not collect in the streets or open spaces? Now, this is a very major problem in most of the cities, that whatever the drainage are being made, there are two types of drainages. One is underground drainage, that is block drainage. Block means covered drainage, and the other one is uncovered drainage. So a lot of water is collected in the rainy season. What happens? A lot of water is collected, and this water is not drained out because these drainages are blocked. Every time we are using plastics, and when we use the plastic, we throw it somewhere, and these plastics ultimately they go and block the drainages. And when they block the drainages, what happens? The place which is given for the water to pass, that place is not, means that passing is not done. So the water accumulates, and ultimately it comes out of the drainage, and then the whole road is covered with water puddles. And this water, it is not clean water. Even though if the water is of rain, but it is not clean because it is coming out from the drainage, and drainage means all gutter only. It's dirty water, and that water is coming out. So ultimately what you have to do, you have to pass through that water. When you are walking through that dirty water, many germs, they get stuck to your legs, and then your feet starts paining. Some diseases starts coming from these drainages, and your legs get infected. So these are various aspects, and we have to take care that whatever the garbage is produced, that garbage has to be disposed of properly in a proper way. We shouldn't keep the garbage anywhere. We shouldn't keep it anywhere or throw it anywhere where it will disturb the whole society. Now, if there is a great deal of garbage thrown in our streets, or if there is open drainage, drain water lines stagnant around where we live, the possibility of poor health increases. Therefore, public cleanliness is important for individual health. So, the public cleanliness, wherever you are staying, that area should be very, very clean. It should be clean. Then only you are not at risk. It helps you to maintain your proper health. Otherwise, what will happen? You are going to fall sick. We need food to be healthy, and this food will have to be earned by doing work. Now, this point I discussed, that there should be amount money, means you should be earning amount money, a large amount of money. But how much money? Only to keep you, that money should give you proper hygiene, proper food. That much money you should earn. And how you are going to earn that money? By doing various work. So when you are going to work and when you are going to get the money, that means you are healthy. Because if you are not going to get any type of money, then what will happen? You will go starving. You will not get food to eat. You will not get proper clothes. Then your health will start deteriorating and ultimately will fall sick. So this is a very important aspect, that you have to earn something. Then only you can keep your health good. Without earning and only sitting and sleeping will not help. You have to earn something, and that earning will give you money, and that money will give you the commodities which you need for maintaining your proper health. We need to be happy in order to be truly healthy, and if we mistreat each other and are afraid of each other, we cannot be happy or healthy. Social equality and harmony are therefore necessary for individual health, and we can think of many other such examples of connections between community issues and the health and the individual health. Now, one more thing is that I explained to you, mental health. When your mental health is when it is good, only if the society is good, your brain is not tortured, you are not tortured, you are not hammered, then only you have a mental stability. Otherwise, every now and then if anyone comes and teases you and he speaks ill about you, then what is going to happen? Every time you are going to be mentally tortured, and then ultimately your mental health will deteriorate, and this is also a very serious issue which is found in the society. Now, there is a figure, the 5 fives, and what is to be done? Prevention of transmission of disease by maintaining sanitation and hygiene. Now, first one is about the water. Protect the water source and treat and store water safely. First one is, wherever you are going to get the water, wherever your water source is there, first you have to protect that water source, and second you have to keep it safely. Suppose you are bringing water from the well. There is a common well in the village and you are going and bringing water from that well. So you have to see that that well water is safeguarded. Safeguarded means when you draw the water outside, you should not make the surrounding area of that well dirty. Otherwise, there only you are bringing the water and there only you are washing the clothes and you are washing the animals and you are washing the utensils. What will happen? This dirt which you have made, that dirty water will start percolating inside near the well, and again it will start entering the well. So what will happen? The well water which you are using for drinking will be contaminated. And second thing is, when you bring the water home, you have to keep it safely. Keep it safely means there are many ways. First way is boil the water and keep it. Second one is cover the water. Third one is put the chlorine inside, it will kill all the germs. These are the ways where the water can be kept safely. Then second point is wash hands before preparing the food and wash hands after defecations. Now when you are going to prepare the food, first thing is that you have to wash your hands. Nowadays, because of this corona, the government is continuously telling, all the doctors are telling that continuously wash your hands, sanitize your hands. If you don't have water to wash, then you sanitize your hands. Sanitization will kill the germs. But when you are going to cook the food, before that you have to wash your hands thoroughly. Then only start cooking the food. Because when you are cutting the food, whatever the germs are on your hands, these germs will start entering the food material. And second thing is, when you go for toilet and bathroom, after coming out, every time you have to wash your hands. You have to use soap. You have to use hand wash. All these materials you have to use and wash your hands. Because after you go for toilet and when you come out, a lot of germs are on your hands and these germs have to be cleaned off. They have to be washed away. Then third one is cover the food and control the flies. Whatever the food is made, whatever the food is prepared, you have to cover the food. Otherwise, if you go in the market, when you are going on the roadside, you will find that there are many stalls. Got it? But these stalls are not at all covered. The person is making jalebis and hundreds of flies are sitting on the jalebis. Is that jalebi healthy to eat? No. If you will see Pani Puri wala, thela laga ke baithte, the thela is always along the roadside and that too near a gutter. In the gutter there are many germs and flies and cockroaches. These flies, they go in the gutter, again they come and they sit on that Pani Puri wala. And that Pani Puri you eat or we eat very deliciously. But what we are doing? We are putting a lot of germs in our stomach. So whatever the food you are going to eat, it should be well covered and it should be kept in a safe place. And control of flies. Because flies are the major vectors that they carry the germs from one place to the other. These flies. So to cover the food is one thing, and second thing is we have to get a lot of control over the flies. We have to control the flies. We don't have to allow the flies to sit on the food, as well as we have to use insecticides that will kill all the flies. Third one is clean vegetables and fruits before use and avoid open defecation. Whenever you are going to cook the food and you have brought the vegetables, wash the vegetables thoroughly before cutting. You have to wash the vegetables before cutting. Don't never wash the vegetables after cutting it. Before cutting only, if you are going to make brinjal or potatoes or bhendi, you have to wash it before they are cut. Wash it thoroughly and then you cut it. But don't cut it and then wash it. What will happen? There are many vitamins which are water soluble vitamins, and these water soluble vitamins, they will start dissolving in the water, and that water you are going to throw away. So what will happen ultimately? The vitamins which are present in the food, these vitamins are drained away because you are washing them after cutting. And second thing is that don't go in the open for defecations. Toilet, if you want to go for toilet, go in a toilet room only, but don't sit in the open. And last one is proper drainage system and treatment of water. So the last point is that wherever you are staying, wherever is your house, there should be proper drainage system. Otherwise, in villages, what happens? They don't have a septic tank, and whatever the water is there, that water is thrown outside in the ground only. But we have to keep a septic tank, because what happens? Continuously water is stagnated, and that too it is dirty water, it is not clean water. So in that dirty water, a lot of germs will start multiplying, and these germs ultimately they will come to your house and they will make you sick. So this water management, drainage of water should be very, very proper.